Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, a game where I just painstakingly went through and marked off every quest that I had completed. I'm not joking, I found a list of all the quests in the games, didn't read up on any spoilers or anything, I just got a list, and I went through it and I figured out which ones we have left to complete, and we're going to be focusing on those. We're still also trying to get all of the heroes ascended. That is our sort of primary goal, but our secondary goal is to complete all of the side quests and maybe a tertiary goal, get everyone to level 100. There was a time when I thought that maybe we would also go through and get everyone's classes maxed out. I thought that could be a good time, but just seeing how far we go, I have to go here with Noah, I'm going to say that's probably not going to happen. We're not going to get all these guys to level 20 for each character. But this is going to come in handy in a few years when I decide I want to play through this again, and we'll do a New Game Plus, and we'll have at least quite a bit of this unlocked here. We do need to go ahead and switch his character, because there's no reason to, like, waste the time. You know, if we have someone we can swap him to. Full Metal Jaguar, why not? But like I was saying, I do have our full list of quests ready to go here on my phone. I've got them all sorted alphabetically, and I'm just ticking them off as we go. And there's more than I would have thought left, but I think we can definitely manage it by the end of this month. November 2023 is the month of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It's going to be fantastic, and, you know, I feel like I should have finished this game a year ago, right after it came out, but there was just so many other things to play. Moving forward, I'm going to be focusing more on finishing one thing at a time, and not letting myself get overwhelmed with so many different options. But what we're currently doing is this quest, blah, 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 blah. Yep, let's get him. We're going to switch Teach into our party. Ashera invites the party to a mock battle, but she won't be taking part. Instead, she decides to coerce someone else to join the party side this time. So we're fetching Teach. Technically, we've now got him in our party. And where exactly we need to take him, I'm unsure. I'm assuming
they're as skilled as the rumors say.
They are, and you're about to find out.
Crazies, though.
That's also true. They are a bunch of crazies. None of that is deniable in any way. I heard that I've been invited to join Colony 11's mock battle. By all means, we'd love to have you. Just so I understand, what is your intention in inviting me? In my estimation, you're far better than the other— What is that demon shadow skirting its way in the background there? What was that? Did anyone else see that? I guess it was just the smoke, but it looked like some sort of foul demon, like just slowly scooching its way down that ramp back there. You're far better than the other Drek you people call commanders. I see, but you give me too much credit. I'm just a lowly foot soldier, strictly middle of the road. Be humble all you want, but I'm saying you're good. I feel as though you aren't going to take no for an answer. Feel however you want. As long as you participate, it's all the same to me. This is fun. They're sort of like two sides of the same coin, the two of them. They're quite different. Make no mistake, they are quite different. But that's what I mean, you know, one's a heads and one's a tails, but they're on that same little golden coin. But you realize, you know, as you get older that it's not really gold, because we don't use the gold standard anymore. All of our currency is made out of paper and toy metals, and unfortunately there's nothing backing it up, and we're trillions of dollars in debt, and eventually we're going to default on that debt, because we can't continue to just rack up more and more debt and never pay any of it down, and you can't keep taxing people to the point— you can't milk a dry cow, for crying out loud, and eventually our enemies are going to come for us, and that'll be it, you know? It's going to be war! Anyway, is it cold out here, or is it just me? Try to put a little uni on it right at the end. Very well. If you're going to insist this much, I cannot refuse. Ah, good. Things will be even more fun than before, and that's what I was after. All right. Talk to me when you're ready. I'll be keeping a close eye on the proceedings. See ya. Thanks for joining. I'll be glad of your help, everyone. If you decide to accept, I will devote every fiber of my being to this. We'll be counting on you. I guess if Teach ups for it, then it can't be too hard. I don't know if that's true. It's not like Teach is lazy or incompetent or anything. Ah, are you ready? I know Tyon's ready. He's just ready to go. First round, how many rounds are there going to end up being? Yeah, the first prey? Seems fate has a lot in store for us. I wonder— Wait, you're not Stalking us, are you? Oh no, how positively creepy. The music is very chill right now for what's about to happen. There we go, now it's taken off. Now we're getting somewhere with this. I did not check levels. I realized we're the exact same levels as them, though, and that's just, I think, by pure coincidence. There was certainly no intention in it. Also, it's been a few days since I have now actually played this game. What is my actual loadout here? So I've got a break on the bottom, I've got a topple in the middle, and I've got a daze at the top. Not that any of it's currently working. Let's see if we can do a side break here on this one. Someone else beat us right onto it. You know what? We can do this. We'll do a little Blaze Awakening. Alright, I gotta pick someone here. Not that guy. Arbitrarily, I choose this person. Gonna hit him with the... somehow I did break them, even though they weren't anywhere near me. Can we topple? Yes! Can we daze? I'm gonna say that it was us, even though there was a really odd delay between when our attack hit and when they actually got dazed. If we could get to Interlink, you know what? Interlink 2 is enough. I think with the Interlink 2, we're still going to be able to go ahead and smoke these guys. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Are we ready for the next round? Assuming that they don't get more difficult in terms of level. I mean, we might be under-leveled, but... Brilliant! Not that I thought the first fight would pose any challenge for you. Next up is Zor's unit. Are you ready? Yeah, why not? I've got nothing but time today. I've set the whole day aside to just play Xenoblade Chronicles. It's like a dream come true. Good grief, how many times have we fought with you lot now? It matters not. Until the day I reach my peak, I will face you 100 times. That's the boss's way of saying he likes you, Oros. I don't like them. Don't be a fool. Then why are you getting so worked up? Ugh! No mercy! I'll crush everyone in my way. What a cringe little boy. Oof! Talk about a tantrum. Oh, we're all getting heated up, aren't we? Are we good to start the second round? I don't need any signal from you. Zoran unit, crush them! Again, the music is so chill. Right up and until the moment the battle starts, and it's a little bit distracting. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can just, like, immediately break him. No. Well, we might as well go ahead and empty all of these, then. Oh, man, I just gotten into the Ouroboros form as well. I was having a grand old time. I assume now we're gonna do round 3, and that's gonna be it. I assume. Lovenesses! Now, I'm with you, Senna. I'm also shocked and surprised. Not all that bothered, though. This is Clad's unit, and he's one of my favorite characters in the game. See what I mean? Silent protagonist type. Or I guess in this case, antagonist. He's got a good vibe about him, though. The boss is really into this. What could be more thrilling than this moment? Chill music. As they're yelling, kill them all, just the chillest of music is playing right over the top, and it's wonderful. Let's go, everybody! Oh, again, over way too soon! I just gotten into my Ouroboros form. Congratulations! I guess you could say I expected this, but you made it. Yeah, we did. Tell me it's over. Now that you've taken your place as the strongest, you've earned the right to a death match with me. I know. What the spook are you talking about? You never said anything about this. Well, of course I didn't. I just decided it now. May I approach the judge so I can punch her? Don't get me wrong. At first, I wasn't going to do anything like this. But seeing you come out on top, it got my blood pumping. Maybe some demons possessed me. You're lying. Teach? Yeah, Teach can feel when someone's heart rate increases through his feet. Not really, but that would be cool. Oh my goodness, there's like a lot of tension here. She's like getting underneath Teach's skin. Someday your limitless arrogance will destroy you. Geez, this got like super dramatic. I'm wondering if there's some kind... Oh, we all ranked up. I'm wondering if there's some sort of like deep-seated historical hatred between these two for some reason. We know Teach does have a dramatic backstory that we're not fully aware of. Clad's gonna be overseeing the battle! Absolutely, I'll fight! That's what ellipses meant, in case you didn't know. I can speak Clad. When I last fought you, I was being controlled by W. I didn't get the chance to enjoy anything. Now we can forget everything else and revel in this fight to the death. Did the two of them fight each other at some point? Or is she referring to fighting us? We never fought her. Oh, I wonder how long you can stay this complacent. I'm interested in finding out. Haha, yes, push me to the limit! There's no need for me to go all out if you don't push me. Teach, careful! I know she's got a mouth, but her strength's the real deal! Yes, I am aware of that. If we hold back, we are lost. We must focus. It's all of us against her. Boy, I hope she's a high level. She's one level higher than us. Yeah, no, we're gonna crush her. It's not even gonna be a fair fight. I'll give her this. She's got a lot of health, or else really good defense, because we've been wailing on her for a minute now, and she's just tanking it. This is great because I actually have an opportunity to go through my. I can actually be in Ouroboros form and do stuff in Ouroboros form before the fight just ends, because there's not enough to go around, you know what I mean? Like, this is great compared to the last couple of fights. We're gonna go overheat, and that's okay, because as soon as this is done, we're gonna go into the chain attack and just finish it off there. Man, I'm really starting to miss the crazy damage we were able to do when we were playing through the DLC campaign. The crazy combinations you could do in that were just nuts. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to do this properly. We're going to have to get over 100 here in order to get our final round with the Ouroboros. Okay, what does the most damage? I don't actually know. We'll try this. Yeah, no, I think we've cooked it. No! Plus 25%! We barely did it! We were really pushing it there. I was not paying attention throughout the whole of that to how many characters I had left. Oh, okay, good. We're getting everyone back. I still don't know if we're gonna defeat her, though. We'll start with Teach, because that'll give everyone 10 extra. Okay, and then what we can do is we can use the 2 heroes. Can we not break her? I've tried, like, every round. She's very resistant to it for some reason. It's a pretty decent amount of damage. We're gonna get her. We're gonna get her. We gotta be confident. We gotta stop second-guessing ourselves here. I'm full of confidence right now that this is gonna be right here. Not that, but what they're about to do here. This is gonna finish... They're not gonna finish her off. I don't think they are. I mean, I know this does a lot of damage. Yeah, they got her. Yeah, I was confident the whole time, too. No doubts in my mind. A decent, cool 102 mil. Or 1.2 million, not 102 million. That would be insane. Ashera really is powerful. As if we didn't know after last time. Just kiss each other and be done with it, man. Come on. Huh? I take it that by sheathing your blade, you wish to surrender. What are you saying? You know perfectly well what it means. If we carry on, one of our husks will be bleaching on the ground. What does that mean? I am surprised. Didn't you wish for a bloody fight to the finish? My life doesn't belong to just me. I have to choose the right moment to lay it down. This is character growth for her! Uni's even shocked. Well, whatever. I offer my surrender. Tell me one thing in return. Name it. I might be misremembering, but I don't think this is the first time I've fought to the death with you like this. What do you think? As you say, you must be mistaken. This is the first time I have faced you. I see. It sounds right, now you've said it. I thought somehow I'd seen a face like yours before, but your name is different. Natural to mix them up. Putting these little details aside, I praise you all. That was a fight without equal. Does she mean like in a past life? Because she does have memories of some of her past lives. I am honored. This was a good opportunity to hone my skill. You're living a feckless life. No effects given, right? I could say the same of you. Maybe you're right. Queens, paninis. Please tell me this is over now. I'm knackered. I think I'm sorry we've got you involved in this, Teach. Not at all. This event had a lot of meaning for me. Even in Agnes, Colony 11 is notorious. Excuse me. I should say they're noted for their bravery. To take part in one of their mock battles is an experience not many can boast. The same is true here, General of Agnes. Hey, it's them three. Oh, you lot. Your duel with Ashera was truly a thing of beauty. But I cannot let you leave, not until you face me, Zoran, again. You what? What the spark are you blathering about? No, no! What hunter would withdraw before their prey? It seems a little fire in all of you without... It seems I lit a fire in all of you without intending to. Most vexing. Are we actually doing another combat? Or are we doing a fade to black? It's a fade to black. Unless we're coming out of Festival of War to do another combat. Festival of War. Boop. That leaves 3 more quests in the F category. Fate, Friendship, and Future Trajectory. I've got the names, but I don't know where to start them. I have no idea. Oh, dear.
Hey,
oh my gosh, they're just going for it right there. Oh! Oh, the gates are open! Oh, the gates are actually open! We can actually wander through! This is unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. Are the 3 of you serious? Do I have to fight the 3 of you to keep this gate open? This has been what's prevented us from just running through the whole world. Oh, hey there! I sure didn't think I'd bump into you guys here. Hey, Sigrun. Good to see you again. This gate has been closed for Spock knows how long, right? Are you the one who opened it? I am. Castle orders had forbade opening it until now. Putting Colony 11 under quarantine for contamination by you Ouroboros was a shamefully foolish thing for me to do. Come on. What else could you have done in that situation? It was what it was. Chill. That's true, actually. I mean, when you think about all the... I understand why the gate was closed. It could have been opened sooner, though. I'd love to speak with you more, but unfortunately, I have something urgent to deal with. I need to head back right away. Oh, and if you happen to spot Zoran, could you do me a solid and tell him to come see me? Zoran? Sure, I guess. Cheers, you guys are such a big help. See you later. Goodness gracious, look at her walking away like that. Fate! It's one of the other F quests that we talked about previously. Perfect! Yeah, we'll go talk to Zoran about this. We'll go spur on the F quests. Why not? Maybe we should do all of the F quests in this video. Maybe that's what this video will be called. Although, with a title like the F quests, I feel like YouTube robots might misinterpret that. I should probably stop saying it, because that could be... It could imply a number of different things. Well, I certainly didn't expect the likes of you lot to come speak to me. 'Cause you know full well how much of a pain in the arse you are. That beside the point, though. You know Sigrun, the captain of the guard? She wants you at her office pronto. And I certainly didn't think I'd hear that name come out of your mouth, either. Sounds like the two of you are acquainted. So, what's a Sigrun to you? This is Zoran. All squads suspend all duties. Assemble for an emergency summons. Hey, are you even listening? Not a problem. Essel and Clad have also been informed. That's the kind of deal we're looking at here. I like that big, exaggerated hands behind the head that Lance does sometimes. Yes, it's a summons from her. There'll be no latecomers in this mission, so get to it. I don't know. I mean, she said she just wanted to talk to you. Hey, who you just call... One Rattlejack present, just as you ordered, Captain Zor. Who the heck is Rattlejack? I'm gonna be from Clad Squad. Why have you suddenly decided to rock up here? This is a special summons from Zoran. We're talking about here. Of course, we can't just ignore it. Guess we can't. You idiots can barely function without having every little thing explained in agonizing detail, after all. What's going on? You're from Essel's squad, is that right? Wait, didn't I tell you? Me and Hexen and Jack were originally... Enough idle talk. We're to head to the fort at once. Fort Verbis, right? Can't wait to see what fun happenings we have to look forward to there. Afraid we gotta skedaddle, Ouroboros, but don't worry. I'll sure... Wait a minute. I'll sure we'll have barrels of fun next time we meet up. I'll sure. I think that's supposed to be I'm sure. Sometimes I read the words wrong, but sometimes the words are wrong, and I'll sure we'll have barrels of fun next time is just not correct, Nintendo. Get on it. We're on version 1.2.2 of 1.121. There was just an update. It fixed a couple of bugs, but not the grammatical mistakes, apparently. That was really something. What on Ionios is going on at the fort? I'm not sure, but what I do know is that trouble and disorder are never far off when they get involved. I do hope Sigrun's alright. Come on then, let's go see what all the fuss is about. Let's go involve ourselves in other people's business. It's what we do best. It's what we enjoy. There's supposed to be another quest we're doing out here to figure out who's been stealing supplies or medication or something, but we've yet to actually have that be prompted for us to continue. And we don't know how. So, I guess we just have to wait. If it comes down to it, where we get to a point where, you know, looking at the lists I have of quests to complete and I have no idea how to start any of them, I might start doing a little bit of dabbling on the internet to find out. Not a lot. Just like a little poke. Just gonna poke the bear and hear it roar. Oh, if it isn't you guys, thanks a ton for getting the message out. And if you don't mind me saying, you're all looking pretty pale. What happened between then and now? We called these guys over just like you told us, but are you really sure about this? Sure about what? Ah, I get it now. Seems like the Ouroboros really know what makes you guys tick, eh? Was that an attempt at humor? What drivel. Relax, you guys. You're well within your rights to be concerned, I know. But the reason I called Zoran and his squad over is to help me out with a certain little job. What job? The kind of massively important job only they are capable of pulling off. A job made for the Guard's Vanguard, the Anteros Squad. Wait, did I hear that right? Hold on, but they you don't mean... Oh, pull the other one. I thought they were supposed to be Colony 11 soldiers, weren't they? I was cut off from saying it earlier, but we were originally part of the Guard. Officially, we work for Colony 11, but even now, we get the occasional personal request from the captain here. It may be hard to believe, but it's true. Among the Guard, they were the elite of the elite. What she said, in a better, fairer world, I might have even been your superior, making you guys my little subordinates, you know. I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, what's this job you mentioned earlier? Ah, of course, sorry. I was going to explain, but then we got sidetracked. First, we'll need a change of location. Follow me.
I hope everyone's getting along.
I was kind of hoping we would just teleport to wherever they were, but it looks like we're heading into the castle. What about that little forbidden room we can't get to over there that we're sure is part of that side quest that we've not been able to start because we can't find it? Well, I'll tell you what, this is like based in the city proper, so maybe this is in a way related to that situation. Also, have we really never just run a little bit over to these sides to fill in this little bit of extra section of map? One thing I've not figured out with this game is whether or not you can get the map completely filled in by finding all of the sort of locations on it. Because the map is too big, and even though it feels like we've been everywhere, apparently we're still missing like a couple of spots here and there. So I don't know if the map will ever be fully filled in, which is strange and shocking and scary and sad in a little way. Huff, I know the castle must have had something to do with why you called us over here. True, but also I need to avoid exposing embarrassing slip-ups in public. Slip-ups? I like that we've just inserted ourselves into this whole affair. We were not asked to join them, we've just done it. A few days ago, a section of the Guard started an armed uprising and holed themselves up in the castle. Armed uprising? What? Yes, they've taken over a section of the castle, but they haven't got any further since then. It's a stalemate situation. Takeover? Now you have my attention! I'm just surprised that a rebel element could even arise within the Guard. You say that, but their fierce loyalty to the Queen is exactly why many of the Guard can't accept that they were loyal to a fake. There are 4 sergeants in the vanguard of this rebel movement to seize the castle. They proclaimed themselves as the Queen's 4 divine wings, she only has 2, and have made 2 demands of me. The 4 divine wings, a haughty, high-handed name, if ever there was one. What are they demanding then? To transfer command of the Guard to them, and to hand over the Ouroboros. Us? This upheaval of Ionios lies solely on the hands of those treacherous Ouroboros. It is the Queen's wish to see them purged. This was the declaration of one of their sergeants. Naturally, I have zero intention of yielding to either one of their demands. Huh, I saw this coming. If we aren't going to give them what they want, then we'll have to bring those rapscallions to heel, won't we? I get why you brought us in for this job now, seeing as we're no longer part of the Guard and all. If the current Guard were to fight their own fellows, the internal division it would cause could be catastrophic for the organization. Yeah, you read that right. I came to the conclusion that only you guys, outsiders with inside knowledge, could do this. Still making us fight our old comrades. Who knew you could be so unscrupulous? But I've no objection. I shall gladly accept this job. We just love ourselves a bit of dirty work. Nothing like writing off any craziness we get up to as an accident. I'm raring to give those holier-than-thou pretenders the wake-up call of their lives. Hey, wait a moment. Maybe you could let us help out with this job. After all, we've inserted ourselves into it up until now. I appreciate the thought, but if you join in, it means you also take on responsibility for the mission, you know? Yes, of course, we know that, but it's just, well, you see, if you won't spit it out, I will, Noah. We worry about what'll happen if we aren't there to keep those nutters in check. Ha ha ha! You're worrying yourselves over nothing. You won't get most things done if you don't pull out all of the stops. What? You won't get most things done? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Not much difference between bringing them to heel and just killing them all, really. They won't stand a chance. I see your point. Accompany them and make sure you keep them in line, okay? Of course, we'll make sure they don't raise too much trouble. Just be sure, our mission is to suppress the rebel forces and make sure their leaders come back alive, not dead, right? Yeah, that's the gist of it. I know it's odd to say now that I've dragged you guys into this, but I owe you one. I really do. If we're done briefing here, we will sortie at once. Sortie. Any ideas on how we're gonna find these 4 divine wings? It's not like we can even know where they're holed up in the castle. Sure we can. Surely they know. Surely they've had people in there looking for them at some point, right? Our enemies are the ones we meet in battle. We need only scour the battlefield, clean to find one scum after another. Are they going to be all in different places? Is that the situation? I'm assuming that's going to be the situation. Yeah, that is the situation. And boy howdy are they spread out, but it looks like we've got one dead ahead. I was sort of hoping that after we got Melia back, the castle would become less glum, because it's just very dark, and there's a constant red hue in the background, like red smoke, and I don't know where that comes from, or why that's a thing. It's just kind of misery-inducing, isn't it? I recently wrapped up Final Fantasy XVI, and for the second half of that game, something occurs that causes the sky to effectively just become gray and glum, and it stays that way for the entire second half of the game, and it is miserable. You kept us waiting a good long while. Finally feeling inclined to negotiate? We are not here to negotiate, we're here to kick you. Not you! Surely it cannot be you! What? Why her? What's her deal? What? Yep, it's me, alright. You're Hexen, the atrocious, from the Antares squad! What are you doing here? You should have been discharged! What did she do? I should have been what now? Am I supposed to have seen you somewhere before? But by the flames! Don't you dare say you've forgotten what you did to me! You're an evil wretch who tortures her allies with glees! You inflicted an untold amount of suffering on me! She probably, like, I don't know, like, wet her pillow at some point. Like, haha, dipped her hand in honey while she slept. I don't know. It sounds like she's very angry about something petty. Oh, I remember now. That did happen, didn't it? It was thanks to all your kind help that I was able to come up with a more efficient method of torturing the human body. Maybe it did involve honey. We don't know. Queen's flapping wings. She's completely off the rails. All units! Battle stations! Proceed to attack at once! There's some great camera angles in this quest. What? Hold your ponies! We are not done yet. We got past the part on you have We're just gonna fight. I started tripping over my own words, and at that point, it's better to just go ahead and... Wait, did we level up? We're level 67 now, I didn't realize. That's good, because they're level 68. We're keeping up with them. That's why you want to down level. If you down level, when you do these side quests, you get your XP, you can level up. Remember, tertiary goal, level 100. We're gonna see it through. Things are actually a little bit dicey. Mio keeps dying. I don't know why Mio specifically keeps dying, but things have been a little bit hectic, but it does look like... I mean, it's nothing little Ouroboros form can't, you know, take care of. I was gonna leave form, but we're so close to, like, the end of the fight anyway. Might as well just try to get as much out of it as I can. Dang it, that was it. I was hoping to get a little bit more out of it than that. It's just a Keves blocker. This guy doesn't even have a name left. How is he the last one standing? It's actually a real Cinderella story, isn't it? Actually, I don't think it is. I don't even remember what the Cinderella story was about. Is it a boxing movie? No, I mean, okay, no, hold on. I'm not talking about a Cinderella story starring, like, I think Selena Gomez was in one, and then also there was one that I think the original was Hilary Duff. I'm talking about the one where it was, like, about a boxer. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Cinderella Man! Of course! Yeah, no, I was close. It was a story. Listen, I was basically there. What? Is that it already? Guess they were all bark, no bite. Oh, curse it all. How can this be happening? I thought she was just super thick, but she's got something clipped to her belt. Do you mind if I tear it a new one? No, stop! Don't come near me! Once scum, always scum. She's all yours. Hold it! Good grief! It's a snuffing good thing I decided to come along. Yeah, I mean, what was she gonna do? I beg of you, don't delay it any longer. Finish me, please! I can't take the pain! Sigrun, I've secured one of the 4 divine wings. You can deal with the rest. Yep, sure thing. And also, are you okay, if you don't mind me asking? I may be imagining things, but it sounded to me like you were about to cry. Oh, nothing to worry about there. At least, not for us anyways. Okay, well, hopefully she came and got them, and everything's gonna be okay for them now, because, heavens, why torture them? They've already lost. Are these guys, like, still hostile towards us? Is everyone here still... I mean, I'm assuming we're much higher level than them, so this guy here, massive though he is not going to bother with me. Why are they still hostile, though? God dang it! Alright, so we've got the other batch here. It's convenient that we don't actually have to go and look for them. We can just follow the line. He's not joined by a massive group, though. It's just him by himself. Also, he looks familiar. You there! Are you the unit the captain of the guard dispatched? If you're asking that, then you must be... I admire your resolution to fight us all on your own, though to be honest, I thought a sergeant would know far, far better. Wait a minute. I don't intend to fight. Please, you deliberately called us over. Do you think we're stupid enough to believe you're not fighting us after doing that? We can't fight on anymore. I'm telling you. We're all so exhausted, we can barely move. Is this a trap? Is this a trick? I knew we should never have done this. Taking over a castle with no supplies is asking for trouble right from the start. Oh, he doesn't regret taking over the castle. He just regrets not making better plans in regards to the takeover. So you're saying you surrender? Yeah, but before that, could you give me and my soldiers some food to eat? I know just how pathetic I look begging you like this, but I'd be nothing without my soldiers. If you knew how bad of an idea this was ahead of time, you shouldn't have tried taking over the castle in the first place. But first the food. We haven't got enough to let you eat it all, so someone will need to get some more. Why don't we just have them leave the castle and go get food? Sounds like a job for me! I happen to know someone who can give me exactly what I need to help these guys out. You sure you ain't going to poison them with something dodgy? I am a chef, remember? Just you wait and see. I'll need to head back to the fort canteen first. With their kitchen, I can cook up just what these guys need. Is that actually a thing that we have to do now? Wait, what? Who are we fighting? Who are these two guys? I don't even think they're involved in this. I think they were just standing near the door. And now unfortunate things are happening to them. Wait, who are we fighting now? Oh, this is not going to end. Because that big guy's coming around, and he's going to want a piece of this as well if we're not careful. There we go. Okay. Everybody come over here before he realizes he almost fell over. Goober. Where do I need to go now? Do I actually need to... We just need to resolve the problem. But we do actually have to go get them food, I think. Penina! Do you mind giving us a little helping hand here? We'd like to borrow your kitchen to cook up some allegedly not poisoned food. Hello, Dinny boy! Been ages and ages since Penina see you. It certainly has been ages, ma'am. Sorry to rush through the conversation, but can I borrow your kitchen? Please to go nuts, Dinny boy. You good friend, and Penina always help out friend in need, whatever need may be. Happy to hear it. I'll help myself to a few of your ingredients as well then. I'll pay you back later. Condiment that Dinny boy always liked to use is found on usual shelf. Go do what need doing now. What is that condiment? Some sort of like give you the runs kind of a situation? What do we... Alrighty then, let's get cracking. It would be great if we fed them, and then immediately after they were like, ha ha ha! Now we're going to fight you! Oh! Oh! That would be kind of funny. I would give them credit for that. That would be great. Sorry for the wait. The food's all done and ready to eat now. Let's head back to the castle before it gets cold. Fortifying gold soup. Is that the ingredient? Is it actually gold? Is it golden, slightly rotten eggs? I'm assuming you might smell that, right? Like you might be able to smell that an egg was getting rotten or close to rotten or slightly rotten. But after it's cooked, would you be able to, or would you just get sick? If it's mixed in with a whole lot of other things, it's just a little bit of rotten egg. I don't know. Mediator, how are you doing? It's an interesting name you've got there. Is that a first name or is that a title? Here's your order. I call it fortifying gold soup. My word, it's just an ordinary looking soup, and yet, by the smell alone, I already feel so reinvigorated. It's a special soup which blends spices and natural medicines together, making for a delicious and invigorating meal. The stomach can't digest solids after a long period of starvation, so you'll need to eat this first before you can eat anything solid. I'm shocked that you'd go this far for us. Now die! Oh, now that we've surrendered, what do we do? If the Queen, the war with Agnes, everything we knew was fake, then what do we believe in and fight for now? Well, I'm no boffin, so I can't really help you out with that one. But if there's one thing I can say, it's this. You should first get a tasty meal in your system to cheer yourself up before doing anything. That way, you'll fill your belly, your mood will improve, and then the good ideas will start coming to mind, I'm sure. Haha, you really aren't a boffin, but it's not what you say, but how you say it that counts. Looking back, me and my soldiers could have done with dwelling a little less on things past, I think. Once my soldiers have finished eating your soup, we'll be heading back to the captain of the guard. Of course, it won't be to beg for her forgiveness, but to seriously consider what our future will look like. Nice one. I bet the captain of the guard will be thinking about the same thing, too. Also, once we get the chance again, we'd absolutely love to have some more of your tasty cooking. You'd better believe I'll cook you up a storm. There won't be any wanting bellies by the time you're all done eating. Oh, what the spark? That's not fair. Why does Brand always, de-escalate everything? There's more ways to fight than besting an opponent in battle. And Brendan won, did he not? I gotta say, I'm glad things didn't escalate for once. That was a pretty chill way to approach the situation. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna figure out what floors they're on. What are these? Points of interest. I actually don't know what these are. Should we start here? Actually, those might be like elevator controls, if I remember the first time going through here. Aha. I see. Should we just park ourselves directly next to them? That feels a little bit sketch. We might spawn in immediately into a conversation or combat scenario. No, we're a little bit removed, but there's also no one here. Which is odd, because the last two times we've done this... Oh, there they are. Oh, no! You! What unit do you belong to? Tell me your colony affiliation now. You have 3 seconds. Ugh! Okay, I mean, we don't have to go right to combat. Think we've got our guy. You're a lucky boy, you know. He hasn't got that many soldiers with him. Now's our chance to get him. Yeah, but what about his soldiers? Like, if he has more of them, surely they will still be holed up in here, right? Or are they just gonna quit as soon as they find out that he got... He's not putting up a very good fight, is he? He's just sort of stationary right now. This'll finish it in one go. No, it won't. I expected that to do a whole lot more damage. I guess they are a blocker, though, so they must have just blocked it, I guess. I'm assuming that's the role of a blocker. That, or they're the person who figures out where everyone's going to go in a stage play. They do the blocking. Get out of here! They're too strong! What? You made a run for it! A chase, eh? Just perfect. You better make sure I'm out of breath by the time I catch up with you. And the human hunt begins. Have fun! Yo, Uni, we came to suppress a rebellion, right? I don't see much rebellion suppression here. Well, duh, Land. These guys are in it for the sadism, and not much else. Yeah, they're kind of a little messed up, aren't they? They're a little concerning. Also, do I have to fight all of these guys? Can I not just, like, meander my way through them? Cut the difference? Apparently not. What if we just keep going? Like, they're pursuing us, but what if we just kept running? Obviously, we're gonna... Oh, look at this. This is a unique fella. Oh, I mean, while we're in the area, there's quite a few of them, actually. Let's go, let's rock and roll! Man, I dazed that one with ease! They're not a part of the quest. I know that because they're too low level to be a part of the quest. So I don't actually know what they're the Black Triad. I feel like I might have tried to fight them during the main story and kept dying to them, maybe? Unless I'm just severely misremembering my history, which is possible, because that was over a year ago now. Comment down below if you've been watching. I want to see two different types of comments from the 3 people who watch this, okay? If you've watched the entire series up to this point at any time, even if you just started a week ago, and then also if you've been watching the series since the first episode actually launched. No one's watching that far into the video, though. No one watches these videos. I don't know why I make them. This is a series that is literally made for myself at this point. I know no one else is as invested in the story as I am, and that is perfectly okay. Yay! Another one bites the dust. Keep in mind that none of what we're doing here is necessary. All of this is just a distraction from the actual quest we're supposed to be pursuing. Hold on, I want to pick all these things up. Can't let anything despawn. We might need it at some point in the future. I mean, it seems incredibly unlikely, but you never know. We were in Ouroboros form for 2 seconds, and then it was over. And then it was over. See, I don't want to fight these guys, because, like, yeah, they're toughies, but that's all they are. They're not, like, uniques or anything. No. Have we just done a full circle? Oh, good! We just went into the cutscene in combat. It would be great if during the course of this, those 2 guys came up here and started fighting us in the cutscene. Looks like he managed to escape to the outer walls from here. If I remember correctly, the place where the Annihilator used to be is just up ahead, right? But now it's not there. It's become a dead end. You know what that means? The dumb snuffer's only gone and gotten himself cornered. He's gonna throw himself off into the endless abyss if we're not careful. We gotta get to the guy and convince him not to. I assume is what we're doing. Good, these guys. Oh, hello, is this his party? Where is he? Did he go this way? Destroying the Annihilator simultaneously feels like something we did about a week ago and something I did about a decade ago. You could tell me it was either of those and I would believe you. I wouldn't question that. I would just accept that at face value. I'm like, yep, that checks out. That's probably true. Hey, big boy. It appears you're really all out of luck now. This is the end of the road for you, my friend. Prepare to die. Ah, please, help me. At least spare my life. I'm begging you. As if. Huh? What? What's going on? Oh. Okay, I expected him to somehow be transformed into like a big spider or something. I don't know. Haha, you fell right into my trap. Just as I thought you simple-minded imbeciles will. Would. My analysis proved correct. You're all a bunch of browbeaters who love to boast to anyone who you think can't push back. I knew something was off. Your futile escape was all an act to lure us into a false sense of security and into your trap. There's nothing I wouldn't do to make you all suffer. If it weren't for you fools, I would have brought glory to Keves. The queen herself would have commended my triumph. What you did I can never forgive. As part of my glorious plan, I shall sentence you all to death. It kind of reminds me of Tyon, I gotta be honest. Hey, now that's just out of order. You take that back. For the love of... Leave the bickering for later, dumbasses. We're kinda in life or death situation, in case you've forgotten. Enough talk. You shall now learn just how fatal your recklessness is. Yeah, alright. Whatever. This is quite involved. I didn't expect this out of this side quest. I mean, it's called Fate, which is pretty dramatic. But I didn't expect it to be so... It seemed like it was going to be one of those things where we stop in and then maybe we go, like, get an Armoose steak and sit around and talk about our differences. I had no idea we were going to be fighting the four-winged angels of Keves or whatever. And then there was one. In the end, they all die when they're forced to confront the full might of Ouroboros. And today, friends, there are friends here today. It's not just us. This should finish it off. It doesn't matter if he Kevesi blocks. He's going down. This can't be right! My glorious plan was supposed to be flawless! You'd call devising an underhanded trap glorious. I suppose you never learned of irony. I guess he also never learned that the quickest way to deal with a surprise trap is to brute force your way out of it. This is inconceivable! How did I, a far more intellectual capable being, lose to you meatheads? I thought it said meth heads for a moment, and that seemed a little... a little out of sorts for Nintendo. Let's see what you say about us meatheads after I'm done ripping all the limbs off your body, eh? No! You're that girl from the Antera squad. You're just no more atrocious than the rumors claimed. If I were you, I'd surrender now while you still got a limb to surrender with. I mean, I'm sure she'd leave at least... No, she'd take all of them, wouldn't she? And then there was one! How do I get back out of this? Does this door open? I guess we just fast travel. Yeah, we're taking the old secret route that we had in the sewers, way back in the main story. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Are they going to awaken all of the people in the pods today? Is that their secret plot? Unleash them all on us? They don't understand how the pods work. They're not that intelligent. Eventually one of them's going to look over and see their friend in there. Aha! Are you the reinforcements? That's the gatekeeper. Yes, the captain of the guard requested that we come. We'll be taking over now. I see. I hope you'll understand if we withdraw for now. The guy you're about to meet, well, he doesn't go easy on us just because we're Kevesi. You be careful too. Who is this guy? Overfist Balroy. Well. If I ain't gone completely loony, I think I see a very warm and familiar face. I figure you'd be involved somehow, Balroy. I've given Balroy a voice, I don't know why. Hey, do those two know each other or something? Yeah, Uni, do you think? Oh, they can't seem to get rid of each other. Though I'll be honest, it's more of a one-sided thing. But I've got to say, you're really not the luckiest snuffer, are you? You must have been begged to come here by your pathetic coward of a guard captain, tears pouring down her eyes and all. But enough all that. Why don't you join my squad? I'd love nothing more than to kill some snuffers with you again. You seem to be salivating at the thought of it. Well, of course I am. Kill or be killed. That's what it's all about for us soldiers. The Queen's being a fake, peace with Agnes? Don't care about any of that. You could be Kevesi, Agni, and whoever. Don't matter to me. All that matters to me is killing. You get it, don't you, Zor? Why you ain't in the guard no more, eh? Don't ya? You appall me. I'm sorry, what did you say there? Couldn't hear you too well, old chum. I have nothing more to say to you, a blustering piece of scum. Blustering, you say? What's that supposed to mean? I said, I have nothing more to say to you, scum. Let's get on with it already. I definitely picked the wrong voice for this guy. It should have been something more like, oh, just what I wanted to hear. Well, let's get down to business then. But I already picked this other voice, so we're gonna have to stick with it. Once I have your head, I'll do you the honor of returning it to your precious captain of the guard. Well, aren't you a charmer? Let's just see you try and take my head, shall we? This is going to be a nothing of a fight. We already know it. We're going to have him defeated before I even get the opportunity to go into, there it is, Ouroboros form. I always wait for level 3. That's where you get to do your most damage. Man, that was just a cleanup right there. A satisfying one, too. A real Swiffer picker-upper, kind of. I messed that up. I'd like to re-roll, but I know that I can't. What's gotten into you, Balroy? Your overfists are shaking like mad. Perhaps you're remembering that time I almost beat you to death, and now fear's overtaking you! What was that? Are you saying I'm scared? Are you saying me, Overfist Balroy, is scared of you? Like snuff I am! You don't half love to waffle on. You don't half love to waffle on, do you? You don't half love to waffle. You don't. I don't even know if that's just like a. Is that a typo, or am I just not capable of understanding what the man is saying? You don't half love to waffle on, do ya? You don't half love to waffle on, do ya? Is he trying to say you don't have to? You don't love... You don't have love to... You don't half love to... You're a dead man, Zor. You're a dead man. We've already defeated him. Grah, indeed. No, you're already done. What, are we doing this again? We just did this. What is this? This is the same fight. It's the same fight, but again. This is exactly the same way we basically finished them off last time, too, except we're not actually getting to finish them off this time because we overheated. But, I mean, by the time I'm actually able to get a swing in, it should be done. We could do a chain attack right now, but we're not going to. We're not going. Not just because I missed the opportunity, because I was trying to say the sentence before I hit the button. That's not why. Come on, let's go again, why not? Snuff it all. You still ain't nothing but a snuffed spark, Zor. Just stand up and fight again, why not? We've already done it twice. Just get up and do it again. Whatever, third time's the charm. Yeah, kick him in the face. And you're nothing but instinct, Balroy. It takes a whole lot more than that to beat me. Oh, come off it. We're one and the same. We both know that much. You're but a slave to the thrill of the fight. Can't even begin to comprehend why it is that people actually fight. We fight to better ourselves into something more, till we can give no more, no matter how futile we think it may be. Aren't you going to finish me off? That's for her to decide, not me, though it's not like I'd give an honorable death to a fool like you anyway. We're done here. Let's move. Sure, but are you just going to leave him like that? Leave him as he is, a miserable wretch, like this is of no interest to me. I added a pause in the middle of that sentence that shouldn't have been there. It should have flowed more like, a miserable wretch is of no interest to me. Curse you! Yeah, we are just leaving him here, though, with all of his stuff. And he's gone. Never mind. He ceased to exist. That's convenient. And we're back, having gone through a very interesting trial and tribulation. And that's everything dealt with, Captain. Yeah, we just got done putting the surrenderers into custody. You've got soft. Kill off a turncoat, and you kill off any little worries about them doing it again. Peace of mind. I'm captain of the guard here. I get to decide what becomes of them. So the weak, indecisive soldier speaks like she's all grown up now. I've had to endure more than my fair share of tough situations, you know, ever since you left all that time ago. Good. Keep on maturing and growing. You wouldn't want your subordinates to make a mockery of you now, would you? My job here is done. I'll be returning to Colony 11. Hold up, Zoran. Come back to the guard. We need your like more now than ever. And besides, by rights, you should be captain of the guard. Just as I was starting to think you had matured a little, turns out you're still the same person I remember from long ago. However, that should mean you already know what my answer is going to be. Isn't that right, Sig? The next theater of operations you have for me had better be something with a bit of a bite to it, okay? A challenge that I can throw everything I have and more into. You got that? Oh yeah, love that camera angle. There's a lot of history there that we're only getting hinted at, and that's okay. We don't need every single, like, moment of their past spelled out to us.
Hey, the colony relations changed.
Have they? How is our affinity with the colony? We're not quite 5-star yet, but we're not quite far off either. How about Keves Castle? 4-star? I think we're 4-star with most people that still exist. And then there's a couple of them, like 34, and I think close to 9. Gamma, yeah, we've 5-starred a few of these places. Not quite the city. Nowhere near there. Nowhere near. I forget that the Lost Colony exists. It's weird that Colony 0 is up here. Like, I understand that's where we found them, but they are located here in this general area now. So I don't... That makes no sense to me. That was Fate, though, cleared up. Next, it'd be great if we could find Friendship or Future Trajectory. Those are the last 2 F quests. But I have no idea where to go about finding them. I'm as likely to find bugs or Counterpoint or Colony 15 soldiers missing as I am to find either of those other 2. Just having a look at the map, there's no obvious quests in this region directly around us to pick up on. We do, however, have a few different quests that we can pick up on here inside of the discussion tab. Some of them require that we're still missing certain pieces for, like, Ionios' Strongest and White Fog of the Erythia Sea, but then there's things like Scavenging, someone's sheet music, and then these just require that we have certain heroes with us. So that might be what we do next time. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. I'll see you later. Goodbye!